first rough night descends, and the curtain between ages bends, write your longing with solemn flame, that the cosmos may recall your name. Not a craving born from pride, but a truth you cannot hide.
The candle mourns in silver light. The wind escorts your hope through night. Seal the page with silent grace. Leave no falsehood in its place. Smoke, carry dreams beyond the stars. Night, preserve these hidden scars. Through the ashes, through the blue, bind my soul to what is true. The fire awakens hungry and wise, drawing secrets from disguise. Skies, the paper bends to crimson breath, crossing borders of time and death. No mortal hand can guide its flight. It wanders valleys wrapped in white.
The heart grows still, the shadows wait, listening softly beside the gate. Every ember knows your plea, yet none reveal what will be.
Smoke, carry dreams beyond the stars. Night, preserve these hidden scars.
Through the ashes, through the blue, bind my soul
To what is true. The room grows heavy, the silence deep. Ancient promises wake from sleep. Burn the page at midnight's door. Let the sparks become something more.
Hear the timber softly groan, like forgotten spirits coming home.
Do not speak a sacred name. Do not feed the hidden flame. Those who summon what should rest, invite the darkness as a guest. Smoke, carry dreams beyond the stars. Night, preserve these hidden scars.
Through the ashes, through the blue, bind my soul
To what is true.
The moon hangs pale above the field, a frozen lantern none can wield. Your wish ascends in ghostly lace, seeking judgment beyond this place.
Not every cry receives the dawn.
Some are swallowed and withdrawn.
Smoke,
Carry dreams beyond the stars.
night, preserve these hidden scars.
Through the ashes, through the blue, bind my soul
To what is true.
12 desires ride the wheel.
12 reflections The veil retreats before the light.
The stars keep silent what they knew, and leave one dream entrusted to you.
Here now, O walls of frozen stone, and bells that toll for none alone. We write these words in watchful night, when neither cock nor angel's light disturbs the dark where shadows tread. A tale of death shall now be read. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. He came not proud nor crowned with flame, nor seeking praise, nor seeking fame. He crossed the threshold still and pale, like winter's breath upon the veil. No shadow followed where he stood, for darkness fled before his hood. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. A father knelt in grief and pain, and called on death through tears and rain. No prince, no saint, no king above, but one who judged with equal love. Thus child and pact were bound that day, by dust and stars along their way. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. The boy received the healer's eye, to read where life and death would lie. Beside the head, the flame burned bright, beside the feet remained the night. Turn not the bed, death softly said, or doom shall walk where hope has fled. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. He healed the weak, restored the lame, and soon the world proclaimed his name. Yet praise can breed a hidden seed, and pride grows fast where hearts give heed. His hands grew bold, his voice grew strong, and thus began the path of wrong. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. A maiden lay near death's cold shore, while death stood waiting by the door. Through love he thought to bend the law, ignoring what his teacher saw. He turned her bed against command, and life returned by mortal hand. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. Once broken vows are easier still to bend again through prideful will. Again he crossed the sacred line, again defied the grand design. No thunder came, no wrathful cry, only silence drifting by. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. Then death led him through stone and flame, to halls where countless candles came. Some burned tall and some burned low, like stars in endless twilight glow. This is the measure death declared. Here every life is weighed and shared. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. He found his candle frail and dim, its final spark grown weak and thin. He begged not wealth nor royal throne, but just a breath to call his own. Yet fate was written, sealed and signed. No bargain sways the hand of time. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. Hey! 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 He reached for wax from stranger's flame, believing life could be reclaimed. But stolen fire cannot remain, nor ease a soul of rightful pain. The flame consumed his grasping hand, and smoke arose like drifting sand. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. Then death spoke low, I am no foe, no lord of fate as mortals know. I am the gate through which you pass, the keeper of the hourglass. Who cheats on death deceives his soul, for none may bargain with the hope. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. His pride collapsed like rotten wood. At last he saw what once he could. Forgive me not, he bowed his head, but see the tears that now I shed. Disturbs the dark where shadows tread. A tale of death shall now be read. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in the fading light. He bowed the proud, nor drowned with flame, nor seeking praise, nor seeking fame. He crossed the threshold, still and pale, like winter's breath upon the veil. No shadow followed where he stood, for darkness fled before his hood. All mortal things must meet his sight, yet mercy glows in fading light. He came up proud. Streets lay cold of ash and stone, no soul did speak, all walked alone. The rain did fall like blood of night, and drowned the flame of fading light. The bells did groan from tower high, as if the world itself must die. A cursed wind through shadows crept, where even hope had long been swept. Before the hall of judge and sin, no truth did rise from mortal skin. I saw not, the grey man cried, while truth in crimson would not hide. A blade once lay in pale moon's gleam, yet none none would break the silent dream. The stones did hear each whispered lie, yet turned their face and let truth die. The merchants dealt in broken vow, their honor lost, forgotten now. The priest did chant with hollow breath, yet wore the mask of inward death. The young were taught to veil their soul, till falsehood made their only goal. And every heart by slow decay did trade its light for shadows pay. The judge did raise his cup of gloom, while silence crawled through court and room. A voice like wind through grave did call, the truth shall rise and break them all. The city of false tongues shall fall beneath its own deceiving wall. Where every lie doth seek the truth, none shall recall their wasted youth. The glass reveals each hidden sin, no man doth flee what lies within. Each face once worn in mask of night returns now stripped of false delight. Look thou in the glass to speak thy secret sin. A maiden wept in sorrow deep, and saw what time it sought to keep. Her father fierce as winter flame, her mother lost to grief and shame. A soldier knelt in broken pride, his courage false, his honor died. For all the deeds of darker days stood bare beneath eternal gaze. The judge did speak with iron voice, behold thy fate, thou hast no choice. Yet when he gazed within the glass, he saw his soul and let it pass. He saw himself in endless night, a king of dust, devoid of light. His heart turned stone within his chest, for he was guilty like the rest. Cold earth beneath the dying sky, where ancient spirits still do cry. Through winds of night the truth doth roam, and calls all wicked hearts to home. No wall nor gate may keep it bound, for truth is born in hollow sound. In the storm, and all false peace did lose its form. The towers wept in crack of doom, as darkness filled the courtly room. The streets did quake in fear and flame, and none did yet remember name. All souls did flee as shadows grew, and nights devoured all they knew. Truth doth burn the heart of man, and breaks the world as only can. The city sank in blood-red glow, and none were left the truth to know. And through the void a voice did cry, as all false kingdoms fell to die. The morn arose in pallid grey, no bird did sing the break of day. Cold winds did walk through shattered land, a world undone by mortal hand. The stones lay still in cursed throne, where guilt had turned to flesh and bone. And in the final light of night, truth whispered soft, all end in light. jagged stone, and restless waves begin to moan. A whisper rises from below, where ancient tides forever flow. Abysses vocat mer corrumpit. The storm repeats the warning cry. No sail survives, no mast stands tall, as darkened depths begin to rise. From sailor tales and legends old comes forth a beast both dark and cold. Its giant arms like towers sweep, awaken from the endless deep. The frightened crews all call in vain. No guiding star breaks through the rain. Who dares to face the sea's command will lose both life and homeland. A captain stands against the gale, his courage strong, his face grown pale. He stares into two crimson eyes beneath the dark and raging skies. A cabin boy grips fast the wheel, though icy fear is all he feels. The tentacles reach through the spray and drag the souls of men away. The ocean splits in frozen roar as something ancient leaves the floor. Black tides rise like living walls, while distant thunder cries and calls. The sky turns green, the stars go blind. No mercy left for humankind. The Kraken speaks without a sound and pulls the living underground. The shattered fleet begins to burn. No path remains, no place to turn. The sea becomes a grave of light, devouring hope within the night. The ocean's heart beats slow and deep, awakening from endless sleep. And every wave becomes a chain that drags the world into its pain. Kraken rising from the foam, claiming every ship as home. Tearing canvas, snapping chains, drowning hope beneath the waves. Kraken rising, hear him roar, ancient ruler evermore. Hearts are shaking, oceans burn, none who see him shall return. Verrat, abysses surge it. The winds repeat the fatal song. No harbor wall, no fortress high can keep the ancient beast from nigh. The thunder rolls, the black waves climb as doom emerges from old time. And every bell begins to toll for every ship and every soul. Lightning strikes and oceans scream. Nothing is the way it seemed. Nets are torn and timbers break. All the sea begins to shake. Prayers are lost within the rain. Only echoes now remain. The Kraken spreads his shadow wide and swallows all beneath the tide. Kraken rising from the deep, where forgotten terrors sleep. Darkness spreads across the sea, binding all eternity. Kraken rising vast and grim, waves. His shadow rules the endless waves. If you sail by night alone, past the reefs of blackened stone, whisper low and hold your breath, for the deep remembers death. And when the cold mist grips your soul and distant waters start to roll, remember what the old men say: the kraken never fades away. My beloved, the world now breaks, the heavens burn above. Souls like fists are gripping hearts, crushing all we love in bone black reeds of cities old. A cursed hellish vow, and all we once held dear in life is fading here and now. I hear the drums of final end, they strike so deep and loud. The flames devour oceans whole, the air turns dark and clouded. Hold me close within this night, where even death will rise. The crimson maw now swallows earth, the final day denies. The faithful find their silent peace, the doubters fall away. I call to stars above in vain, but they refuse to stay. Only one should be redeemed, only one stands tall, and all we ever dreamed before dissolves in ash and fall. But do not think I leave your side, nor flee into the flame. My heart, my soul, my final breath still whispers your name. If faith alone can open gates to heavens far above, then I will climb through burning skies. Yet faith is not enough. Oh, twin flame soul, oh hell curse born, the fire dances close to me in crimson maw and bone black reeds. All pain dissolves, all chains break free. I see your face in shattered light, in rain of burning skies. All good lies buried deep in ash. No path for truth survives. If faith can save you, let it be. But I am left behind, the waves of hell will carry me until my will is blind. I do not want to see you fall alone in end of days. The world may die, yet still my will guide our final ways. If faith now dies within my eyes, I carry love instead, for love knows no extinction's gate. It rises from the dead. The bone black reeds of cities burn, the earth screams out in dust. The sky turns red and hollow gray, all time dissolves to rust. Oh, crimson maw consume us, oh we are your final feast. Hellfire, curse and burning oath, devour man and beast. So hold me tight in final light, in ashes dancing wide. The flames may kiss my flesh away, but not what burns inside. If Armageddon claims its price, and one must still remain, then take my heart wherever you go. I follow through the pain. Hope still whispers in the storm of ending time and night. A fading spark still breathes in me, a dying star of light. Yet everything demands its cost, even the sky and sea. And love now asks what sacrifice it still requires of me. Skies may scream, you won't be torn away. If life demands its final toll, I pay it with my name. The flames will never break us now. We share one endless flame. to the sky. The doubters fall below, the heavens open wide their gates. The earth is fire and woe, perhaps you walk alone ahead. I stay in smoke and pain, yet every beat inside my heart will live in you again. But no, I will not let you go, not in this fire. See, the world may end in burning dust, but love will still break free. If salvation is our path, then let it claim us both. We rise or fall together now, still bound by sacred oath. Oh, crimson moth, now take my soul and carry me through fire. Belkers burns across the world, fulfilling dark desire. My heart is calm within your light, my body in the flame. Love does not die within the void, it still remembers name. I live because I still believe your light is in my soul. Yet everything demands its price to make the broken whole. I carry you inside my heart through fire, blood and pain, twin flame soul. Hell, curse, born, we rise and fall again. Oh, twin flame soul. Oh, hell, curse, born, in fire I find you and me. In crimson maw and bone black reeds, the world dissolves, but love stays free. Decay, young Joringel went forth astray, with Joringel close by hand and side. Where once was song, now silence died.
No bird did sing, no light did stay. The ground itself seemed turned to clay,
and blood it ruled both night and day, where lost souls dare to go astray. Whoa, whoa, the wood of witching pain,
where love is torn and hearts are slain.
who steps within that cursed domain
Shall drown in blood and endless chain.
A tower rose of blackened stone, where death in woman's shape had thrown,
An ancient witch with hollow breath,
whose whispered words were born of death. She sang no hymn, she cursed the air, and stole the light from everywhere.
and during day turned pale as night.
Her soul erased, her heart in fright. Whoa, whoa, the wood of witching pain,
Where love is torn and hearts are slain.
who steps within that cursed domain
Shall drown in blood and
marked the skin and drank the life that burned within.
A maiden turned to feathered fate, yet still she bore unending weight.
The tower screamed with ghostly cries
Of trapped souls lost in hollow skies.
100 birds in endless fear,
Yet none escape the witch's fear.
Woe, woe, the wood of witching pain,
Where love is torn and hearts are slain.
who steps within that cursed domain,
Shall drown in blood and endless change.
roaring yellow knells in ashen ground.
No hope, no light, no healing sound.
He swore by grave and heaven's fire,
To end the witch's dark desire.
a book of blood in binding black,
Of souls she stole and never gave back.
written in flesh and mortal pain,
The curse that lives
through endless
rain. Beneath the moon of ghostly flame, he spoke once more her sacred name. Through rot and mist, through death and shade, a final vow
of love he made. At witching hour the blade did fall,
No spell survived his righteous call.
the tower broke, the blood ran free.
And silence drowned the dying tree.
The curse was torn, the dark unmade, yet love and loss forever stayed.
For even when the witch was slain,
The heart remembers all the pain, where power feeds on grief and sin,
no darkened crown will ever win.
but love that walks through death and night.
May still return to broken light.
Ashen road by gallows stone lay hound and master, flesh and bone.
The world was hard, the heart was cold. The sky held silence, earth turned old.
Woe unto thee, thou hardened soul,
Who tramples weak for power's goal.
who spills the blood with blinded mind.
Shall hell itself thy shadow bind?
wagon came with iron sound, a driver broad of laughter bound.
The starving hound lay near his end, yet mercy none did fate extend.
Woe unto thee, thou heart and soul,
Who tramples weak for power's goal,
who spills the blood with blinded mind.
shall hell itself thy shadow bind.
The wheel did tear through flesh and hide, the beast was crushed by cruel ride.
Its blood ran warm along the way. No God looked down, no man would stay.
Woe unto thee, thou heart and soul,
Who tramples weak for power's goal,
who spills the blood
with blinded mind,
shall hell itself thy shadow bind. Upon the fence a raven guessed, a sparrow small yet cursed and blessed.
its eye like coal, its voice like flame.
A blade of wrath that knew no name. Woe unto thee, thou heart and soul,
Who tramples weak for power's goal,
who spills the blood with blinded mind.
shall hell itself thy shadow bind.
It whispered words in demon tongue, a hymn of hate from ages sprung.
Its source was carved in night so deep.
Thy dead in blood thou shalt now keep. Woe unto thee, thou heart and soul,
Who tramples weak for power's goal,
who spills the blood with blinded mind.
shall hell itself thy shadow bind.
It struck the horse with cursed aim, its blood like wine in crimson flame. The wagon broke, the rider fell,
The earth itself did ring like hell.
woe unto thee, thou heart and soul,
Who tramples weak for power's goal,
who spills the blood with blinded mind.
shall hell itself thy shadow bind. The sparrow danced upon the wood,
Where justice slept beneath the ground,
and every sin of man untold
was carved in feathers sharp and cold. No crown, no sword, no iron hand,
can stand against what Rome has planned.
for even smallest winged despair
Becomes the judge of cruelest stare.
despise not beast nor fragile breath,
For vengeance walks in silent death, where mercy dies by human hand. Even sparrows and grim. Man and woman lost within sin. The Father's hand once pure, now red. A wolf of flesh, a heart like lead. In smoke-filled halls of grief and flame, man and woman lost to shame. The Father's hand once firm and pure became a beast no soul can cure. Oh, 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 the shrouded cloth from murder sown, from bloodied claws. The Father's guilt, the mother's cry, no grave can bind what will not die. He struck the child in raging flame. No holy word could calm his name. No sacred sign, no priestly prayer. Only blood hung heavy in the air. Grave fire, the wind did moan. Woe unto me, the wind has shown. Through hollow halls of broken stone, where justice slept and night had grown. They laid the child in the frozen ground, in linen pale, without a sound. Yet where the Father's shadow stood, no peace would bloom, no mercy could. Oh, 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 the shrouded cloth from murder sown, from blooded claws. The Father's guilt, the mother's cry, no grave can bind what will not die. At midnight when the owls did scream, the child rose pale like fractured dream. His winding sheet in crimson torn, from where the blade had once been born. Fie, mom, and wail, Clufy lies. My dear mother, hear my cries. I walk the dark where silence lies, yet Father's sin will never die. Oh, 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 the shrouded cloth from murder sown, from blooded clothes. The Father's guilt, the mother's cry, no grave can bind what will not die. The Father fell like winter's end. His soul did break, his mind unbent. The mother wept no more that day, as curse and shadow slipped away. Mar your bite, unbuy your boon. Dead is guilt, but pain lives on through ancient winds of stone and bone. The silence carved a darker throne. Oh, 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 the shrouded cloth from murder sown, from blooded clothes. The Father's guilt is now confined, yet rot still clings to mortal mind.
round wood where mystic young Joring ill went forth astray, with Joring close by hand and side, where once was song, now silence died.
No bird did sing, no light did stay, the ground itself seemed turned to clay, and blood it ruled both night and day, where lost souls dared to go astray.
Woe, woe, the wood of witching pain, where love is torn and hearts are slain.
Who steps within that cursed domain shall drown in blood and endless chain.
A tower rose of blackened stone, where death in woman's shape had thrown an ancient witch with hollow breath, whose whispered words were born of death.
She sang no hymn, she cursed the air and stole the light from everywhere, and during day turned pale as night, her soul erased, her heart in fright.
Woe, woe, the wood of witching pain, where love is torn and hearts are slain.
Who steps within that cursed domain shall drown in blood and endless chain.
That burned within a maiden turned to feathered fate, yet still she bore unending weight.
The tower screamed with ghostly cries of trapped souls lost in hollow skies, 100 birds in endless fear, yet none escaped the witch's fear.
Woe, woe, the wood of witching pain, where love is torn and hearts are slain.
Who steps within that cursed domain shall drown in blood and endless chain.
Beneath the moon of ghostly flame,
He spoke once more her sacred name.
through rot and mist, through death and shade,
A final vow of love he made.
at witching hour the blade did fall, no spell survived his righteous call,
The tower broke, the blood ran free,
and silence drowned the dying tree. The curse
was torn, the dark unmade, yet love and loss forever stayed.
for even when the witch was slain.
The heart remembers all the pain.
Where power feeds on grief and sin,
No darkened crown will